Here we are. Well, that came out flat. Anyway, we're live. I'm live. How you doing? I'm on day 6 of the 369 Anthony Williams Medical Medium Original Cleanse. And I had a great night's sleep last night. So today I've been on the run, full of energy, went grocery shopping. That's vegetable juice, honey.
Yeah,
for you.
For my red thermos. Oh, there it is. There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. It's full.
Yeah.
So what was I saying, Stephen? Can't remember. Hi, Tracy Lynn. All the way from Australia. Well, hi, Jean. Since I had to go to the grocery store and I had to get my tabs for the van and I had to drop off a library book and I had to go to Costco and Trader Joe's and get gas at Costco and, a bunch of stuff. I didn't get back home until almost 2:00. So I was supposed to make this recipe at lunch, but I decided, well, I'll just steam some Brussels sprouts and asparagus for lunch and I'll make this for dinner. So then I started, it's everything shaved. So you take a pound of Brussels sprouts and a pound of asparagus and shave it really thin, and radish and apple. And I thought, well, shoot, I'm going to use my food processor. Hi, Jesse. And it was working so great. I thought, I better show you guys what I'm doing because this is cool. So I have a slicer for my food processor and I've never used it. But I thought, why not use this slicer to slice up all my veggies? So I had to figure out how to put it in. That took me a little bit, but I figured it out. And it's, there's this big piece on the one and this shorter piece that looks like it goes into the middle piece in the processor. But no, this goes on top like this. And it's really cool because you can adjust the width of the blade. You just turn this dial and it goes up to 6. So this is supposed to be really thin. So I got it down to 1. So I'm going to swirl it on there till it's flat in the processor. And then show you here. This is the Brussels sprouts. That's a pound of Brussels sprouts. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Done in seconds for me. And then this is the asparagus. And so once I got that, I thought, that's it. I got to get online and show you guys how cool this thing is. And this is because the other day I was watching Jennifer, and Jennifer was doing something. I can't remember what, but she was using her food processor. Just things were going straight through. So I thought, she gave me the idea. Okay, so now I need to do some radishes. So I thought, well, why not do these radishes? So I'm going to try those. And then it wants some onion, and so I'm going to do that in another gadget. And, these gadgets, they can come in handy. When you've got enough stuff, they can work out. So I'm just going to put these in too because why not? They've all got to be done. So I'm going to turn around and just stuff them down there. And that's it. Ta-da! I mean, that's pretty quick. Jesse, there was some. Oh, yeah, Jesse, did you see where Derek and Hannah are going to sell their Arizona house? I mean, they were in tears yesterday talking about it, but they're going to sell it. They're putting it on the market. I guess they really like where they are. And he feels pretty confident about his ability to build it. And they're getting into community where they are and enjoying themselves. And so they're staying. Yeah, I felt bad for Derek too. He was so emotional. Gives me goosebumps. But I think he likes his decision. It's just you got to say goodbye to your baby. Aw. Okay, so I mean that's awesome. Those are the thinnest slicing apples I've ever seen. Who needs a mezzanine when you've got a food processor? So, oh my gosh, look at the salad, you guys. So I'm going to mix that up. And there it is. Man, that is one big salad. And it's just a pound each, so I could really, it's 1 to 2 servings, this whole thing. And it's just, this is part of dinner. And then you're supposed to have it with the liver rescue salad. And for lunch, I had the liver rescue salad. These 3 days have been all liver rescue salad, lunch and dinner. But there's lots and lots of different ingredients that you can put in. But I like to put them all in. Why choose, right? So get these guys spread around in here. And then the dressing. For the dressing, there's minced garlic and red onions. So I figured, well, this little gadget Gina got me, and I love it. It'll make mince out of these guys. You just pull a string. Yeah, well, Hannah talks about the crop, what she's growing out there, but yeah, I don't know what crops. Are they gonna put in whole crops? You mean like to sell it? Boy, yeah, he sure can build. I mean, it's phenomenal what Derek has built. Okay, let me see here. I need garlic, grated red onion, and then he has raw honey or maple syrup. So I'll use date paste that I made up and lemon juice. And so you whisk together the garlic, red onion, raw honey, and lemon juice in a small bowl, and then pour it on top of the salad and coat. So I will, let me see how I did here. Look at that. And it just minces it right up for you. So cool. I just love it. Let me get this out of my way. So my sister's doing great. She came down for lunch today, and I, fed her the Jennifer. We'll take you for a minute. Jennifer, it was your inspiration to where I got out the slicer on my food processor, and it thinly sliced all my Brussels sprouts, my asparagus, my radish, and my apple for his shaved Brussels sprout, asparagus, radish, and apple salad. So that's cool. So now I'm just making the dressing. And so I'm going to whisk some stuff together here. So Jennifer, are you getting enough to eat today? Jennifer's on a trip, and you know how that can be, guys, how it can be tough getting yourself fed when everybody else is going out to restaurants and going into shops and stores and visiting all these places that have lots and lots of standard American food, but not any of the wonderful stuff that we eat. So, and even when you carry it on you, you can just be so busy that you can't get it into you. All right. So I just blended up a bunch of dates with water, and I just stick them in a jar. So this is I call it my date paste. And it works just fine. I can never, there you go. So how much of this am I supposed to use? 1.5 teaspoons. All right. 1.5 teaspoons. Well, what did I do with oh, it's right here. All right. And then lemon. Costco had Meyer lemons today. So I got a bag, and then they didn't have the wild blueberries anymore, and there's none on order. Bye, Jennifer. I don't have anything cooking right now, Jeannie. I'm just making a cold salad. Oh, thanks, Jessie. Ugh, get this out of my way. All right. Where's my lemon? I guess I better. I'm going to measure this to make sure I get at least three. Oops. I just missed the whole thing. So I'm just squeezing my lemon here. Let me see. Hey, SW. Hi. I'm making a Brussels sprout asparagus salad. I'll show you here in a sec. I just need some lemon juice. And I love fresh lemon juice and lime juice. It's so good. Love it, love it, love it. Whoa. Dropping it on the ground, but it's already used, so nothing wasted. I don't know if that's 3 tablespoons or not. So today I had to call and schedule all my potlucks at the United Way for next year. So I scheduled them for every month because the United Way, I don't know if that United Way thing's going to come, or a YMCA thing is going to come through or not. So I thought, well, I'm not risking it. I want to go to every month this year. Oh yeah, this is 3 tablespoons. And I'm cooking potatoes, sweet potatoes for Steven's pudding, his butterscotch pudding. I'll just use it all. They just finished. There are my whisks. Here we go. Oops. Oh yeah, no, they just need to be turned. Let me check his sweet potatoes. Oh yeah, they're fine. They're fine. So, okay, there's our sauce. Boy, that does not look like enough sauce for this big, huge bowl. Let me get something a little bit more effective here. There we go. Ouch. I've got an owie on my thumb because I had a run-in with my sister's cactus. I was moving it over and it wasn't secure. She just had it leaning up against the window. And I grabbed it because it's just automatic to grab something falling. And it's a cactus with all these stickers sticking out of it. They stuck right into me. Okay, there it is. And that did look like it's spreading. That sauce spread around. So that is it. Boy, I better test a little of this, don't you think? Let's see here. What can I put in there? Oh, put it in this. This. Get a little bit of everything here. All right. That's right. Mm. No, this is the first I've made this, Tracy Lynn. But I will make this again. Boy, raw food is so tasty. Mm. It's so light and flavorful. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Mm-mm. I guess you too likes it when you get thumbs up and comments. I love the comments. I love to look at your comments afterwards. Never seen asparagus shredded like that. Me either. The recipe, Jesse, is in the Cleanse to Heal. I'm doing everything from Cleanse to Heal this week because I'm doing the cleanse. It's on page 350. Mm. Wow, that is good. Mm. That's probably 10 calories or less. Probably this whole bowl is less than 100. Mm. So that'll be my dinner tonight, along with liver rescue salad. I am looking forward to it. It was supposed to be lunch, but I didn't have time to make it for lunch. The dressing that's on it is the one that I just mixed with, I minced up the garlic and the red onion. And then it took a teaspoon and a half of the date sauce that I make, just dates and water, blended up. And then it was 3 tablespoons of lemon. And I whisked that together and then I added it to the salad. Very yummy. So now, the gal who my sister stayed with the night after she got out of the hospital has a big garden, and she sent home some greens. So I'm going to cook up some onion, garlic, mushroom, and greens for Carol and for Stephen, for my sister Carol. But it's 5 o'clock, so I got to find out. Stephen, he's not in here anymore. He might want to go for a walk first. It's pretty dark out there, but we'll just take flashlights. Right. Medical medium is not a fan of vinegar. I have not had any vinegar now for a couple of months. Yes, the limes and the lemons and the apples make up for it. Dr. Rogers is not a fan of vinegar either. Oh, huh. Anthony says it rots your teeth from the inside out. So he's not a fan of fermented food. So since I'm doing his stuff right now, I'm following that. I've been listening to Dr. Furman's books too. Super Immunity talks all about the vaccines and viruses and flus, and he has all the research on how ineffective they are and how much more effective being on this kind of a diet, his kind of a diet, is, which he feels that we are on a very low-fat diet, and he thinks it's necessary that we have nuts and seeds and avocado. So he doesn't like counting calories. He just says eat highly nutritious food and you will be satisfied. So I've always been curious about, I'm curious about all the different guys. So I like to listen. And the library had super immunity available in audiobook. And it's great because I can just listen to it while I'm working in the kitchen. Which, as you guys know, I do that a lot. And then let's see if I can find the other one that I'm reading today. It is called The End of Dieting. So this is the one where I'm reading where he's going over all the diets, the paleo diet, keto, of course. What else is he going over? Oh, the Mediterranean diet. And just he really picks on them. I just don't see why everybody's got to pick on each other about all the different methods instead of finding similar that, like, of course we all want health more than anything. So, and weight loss. I mean, it just, the two go hand in hand. So wish everybody could get along. It'd be nice. That should be a requirement. Oh, cool, Jeannie. So your doctor recommended Dr. Furman's books to your husband. So did he read them? Thanks, Jesse. So you saw the counter ends? He's been working on the skylight too. So, but today he's out. He's digging out. The rain has returned, so he's digging out the ditch, the trench that he dug to make sure the water drains down the driveway the way it's supposed to. So, always something. Jeannie, did he just recommend Dr. Furman's books, or they're available at the library? Of course, the reading books they're totally available. So, yeah, that would get him thinking about more nutritious eating. So that's why I wanted to come on. Cleanse is going great. Tomorrow I start the last 3 days of this round of cleanse. And yes, it's very good to have a handyman around. I just love it. I had one of my walking boots, the ones I've got on, there was something sticking out of the bottom of the boot, like a nail or something. And I took it to Stephen and I put on a different pair of boots and started my walk. I always do an extra mile. And I came back and he had it all fixed for me already. He said the doctor was like talking to me, to Jeannie. Oh, man. I'll tell you, we are in a very addicted society. You do not want to give up their sugar, salt, and fat. What are you going to do? So I think I'm going to go ahead and take a break because I've been in the kitchen since I got home from the grocery store, putting groceries away. I made a huge salad for lunch for my sister and I. So she's, got plenty of nutrition. Yeah, Jesse, good point. That's too bad for her, hubby. And for both. It's hard when you're in a house where only half of you are doing one thing and half are doing the other. I am from Squim, Jeannie. Squim is about, how far is Squim away? Let's look on a map. Sequim. Squim is 50 miles. So about an hour away. And we go up there to ride, definitely. Sometimes we ride to there. It is annoying. Oh, Jean, you're making the banana bread. All right. With cornbread, or what are you using for your flour? Or oat. You could make oat banana. I've made oat banana muffins. Dishes are endless. I've got the onion all cut up. I just got to cut up mushrooms and garlic for the greens. These are the greens. Got them all right here. They're wild. You can tell they just came out of a local garden. It's a pile, but it'll cook down to nothing when I cook it. I got it, separated from itself, and now I'll go through and take out all the big, thick, woody stuff. Once I get back from the walk. Oh, you have a running friend with property there. Oh, and you're doing it with cornbread. All right. Cornbread banana. That is so good. So, that's it for today. Were the muffins you made for Carol corn? Yes, they were corn banana. I just instead of making the bread, I made the corn muffins. I just figured it'd be easier. I don't know why I did it that way, for fun. But I made a bread for Stephen and a corn muffin batch for Carol. I guess just to vary it for myself. I don't know. Why do we do the things we do? But she's sure enjoying them. She stuck them in her freezer because you don't want them to dry out. And, without the oil, they do dry out faster. So, some of these are too far gone. Some of these have been chewed on. But they'd be great in the compost. Make great dirt for us for next year. And some of it goes into my broth. Okay. Anything else? Plant-based warrior woman banana bread yesterday. Oh, good. Half oat flour, half cornmeal. Wonderful. I put oat groat sludge in mine. Lightning dress. Boy, their dressings are good, aren't they? Yeah, Jesse, I love raw Brussels sprouts and cooked Brussels sprouts. Any kind of Brussels sprout. They're so yummy and so satiating. Instead of having an apple today, I had steamed green beans. I really prefer the vegetables. I think they satiate me better. SW, great. It's so worth it. I just bought the book. A lot of the books I'll get out of the library, and then if I use them all the time, like Cleanse to Heal, I was just referring to that every day. So I went ahead and bought a copy. So, just need to rinse these off. And then I'm going to go get Stephen. These are, for me, they're really easy to clean too. I don't know what the fuss is about food processors. Are some of them harder to clean? Especially with the kinds of foods that we make. There's just not anything sticking to anything. Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. There's something in here I can't get out. And it's stuck down in there. Oh, there we go. Okay. The library has so much stuff. It's really a wonderful resource. I don't know what I'd do without the library. I've been taking my B12 and my D. I'm gonna get retested in a couple of weeks. Hopefully everything's good. I sure feel better. Anybody going to check in tomorrow? I'll be there. The times get dark about 4:30. If it doesn't even get fully light now, unless the sun comes out, then it lightens up. Today the sun did come out. We've actually had more dry weather this season. Usually it's wet, 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 wet every day, but there's been a lot of dry. Sometimes it gets dark there, Tracy Lynn. I can't remember. It must be strange being summer, but the days are shorter. Oh, potatoes are done. No, Jonathan, Jonathan doesn't come on anymore. He disappeared. He came one last time in November. And he said he'd been following the plan, but he said he was going to come on, not consistently, but sporadically. But I haven't seen him since. So he did not get down to what he wanted to. He got off and he couldn't really get completely back on again. Pleasure Trap grabbed him. Yay! Good. I'll see you there, Jean. Jesse, same thing. First thing I do is get a library card. Like when we went to Colorado, I got one. Sunrise 5 a.m., sunset 7 p.m. Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot more time. See, she's feeling great. You would never know she had surgery, except for the drains. Got 2 drains. And I'll be taking her to the oncologist on Wednesday after her tests come back. So, now of course she's concerned because he keeps wanting her to do more chemo and he wants her to do radiation. And so we'll see what happens. I think she's been poisoned enough. But there was still cancer in the breast lymph nodes, which they took out. So now it'll just be if they think they got everything. If they don't see anything more, maybe there's a chance she can wait and see. That's what I would say. Wait and see and test again in a couple of months. And hold off on chemo and radiation because it just, the person starts smelling like a toxic waste. And it's just a terrible way, instead of trying to crowd out and poison everybody. Why not try to just nutritiously crowd out the bad stuff? Put so much good stuff in there. There's no room for the bad stuff. But what do I know? What do I know? What do they know? That's the sad part. Jonathan, he used to come on every night and he would do weigh-in Wednesdays, and he lost from 519 pounds down to 248. He was at 248 just before he went to Ragbri, which is a big bike ride across Iowa. And he owns a moving company, and so he would charter his trucks for people, which meant he would carry all their gear. And then each night you find your charter, and they have your gear, and then you can put your tent up. And some of them sometimes have things for you to drink and eat, showers, but they have shower trucks there, so you can go find a shower truck. It's just an amazing thing all week. And he didn't want to follow his program, so he didn't. And he was so busy, he didn't eat a lot. So then when he got home, he couldn't stop eating. Like, Jonathan, are you ever going to learn? Are any of us ever going to learn? So, Jesse, that's so true. We're so eager and willing to do harmful, poisonous therapies and drastic measures like, opening up chests and bypassing vessels in the heart, open heart surgery, and just all kinds of crap, and take all these drugs rather than change the way we eat. It's just ridiculous. Hey, Kiefer. So, oh my gosh, I got to get going, you guys. But I'll be back tomorrow. I mean, it seems like there's something every day to make. I want to make the apple pie tarts. And Jennifer wants to make them too. But they're raw, and they look really good. They're a little bit more involved, so I need a little bit more time to make them. But maybe tomorrow. Yes, Kiefer. I made this here. I'll show you what I made. This is so good. It's a Brussels sprout, asparagus, radish, apple salad. And I used the food processor slicer to make it. And it's really good. Check it out. It's in Cleanse to Heal, page 350. Okay, guys, gals, beautiful people, have a really good evening, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay. If not, if I don't do something, I'll see you at check-in. But I'll try to do something either before or probably after check-in. Bye-bye.